Hi, it's Elaine from Penguin Place Crafts. It's Saturday. A whole day to work on crafts. Well, I probably should do some laundry, but for the most part, I can just work on crafts today. 4 down, 1 to go. If you've been watching videos from this week, I gave myself a challenge that if I completed 5 tasks, I would buy the emotional support chicken crochet pattern that I had my eye on. Well, I knocked one off the list when I published my free pattern for the February Monster of the Month to my blog. Second one, I finished the Ankylosaurus. Okay, that's a free pattern handmade by Halim on Ravelry. Once this uploads and I can pull it up on my laptop, I will add the pattern links. I just can't do that on my phone. Okay, pattern. Then I did my March Monster of the Month. He doesn't have a name yet. He needs a name. I'm going to make another one of these before I I'll type up the pattern, make another one. I'll keep better track of how much yarn I use so that I know exactly the weights. This I did in bulky yarn with a number 7 hook. Like that's, what's that, like G1/2. I would make it up again in worsted weight yarn and see how that looks. So that was step 3. 3 out of 5. The last 2 were to finish the dragon and to get an Etsy order. I woke up to an Etsy order today. So I do have to make a Valentine butterfly to fulfill that order. So that is on my list for today. And the last thing would be to finish up this dragon. Let's see, what's he supposed to look like? There is the picture from the book. I decided to use safety eyes instead of crocheted eyes. So now I need to make his arms, his legs, his tail, horns, and ears. So they're all little things. But like his arms, you have to make 8 fingers and then attach 4 for each hand. So it's going to take a little while. But like I said, it's all little pieces. So I'm hoping I can get that finished either today or tomorrow. Can't tell that I slept late today, can ya? I'm yawning already. So I feel like I'm doing well with my March challenges. You know, there's that one thing, the bought not made pattern that I said I was going to make in February and I didn't. So I moved it to March, still didn't make it. Eventually I'll get around to that. It's by my chair. It's in my pile of stuff to do. Just between work and life and all that, just time gets away from you. Like this morning. Yesterday I brought up a big gallon glass jar. I'm going to try to make my own kombucha. That sounds scary. And I had someone who was going to give me SCOBY. That fell through. So I watched YouTube videos about making my own SCOBY. Found the plain kombucha that you're supposed to start it with. brought the jar up, cleaned the jar out yesterday. But it's one of those things, like the fear of failure was kicking in. It's like, I want to start this, but if I start it, it might not work out right. And then, you know, my my $4 bottle of kombucha is gone to waste. So today I was like, wait, I gotta get this started. And the instructions that I watch, like some people say, oh, just put a paper towel over the top and put a rubber band on it. And others are like, no, 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 don't use paper towels. They will drop lint into your kombucha. You have to use a clean cotton cloth. And others are like, oh, well, you can't use a cloth because that'll block off the air supply and your SCOBY has to breathe. So today I went to my drawer that has my cotton yarns in it. Pulled out a gallon Ziploc bag. Of course, I didn't bring any water back with me. A Ziploc bag of all the little scraps. And I pulled out 4 little scraps, about yay big, of cotton yarn. And I crocheted a top for my kombucha jar. Boop. So now I have the prettiest little kombucha jar cover. Okay. Because I was thinking, like, oh man, if you put a piece of cloth over it, you've got to find a rubber band that's big enough to stretch around the whole lid. And when you're trying to stretch the rubber bands, they'll break on you. And then you got to go find another one. So this one has a pretty little purple tie string. So check that off my accomplishments for today. So I am going to go work on dragon fingers. And I'll probably work on the dragon fingers until I have the arms completed. Then I'll do some laundry, make some dinner, then do the legs, maybe the tail. I don't know. It's a very loosely scheduled day, but I am excited that I have 4 out of my 5 requirements left. And it looks very much like I'm going to have a new pattern by the end of the weekend. And the weather is getting brighter, a little bit warmer. Let's see, can I see I left the door open just a crack. It's 46 out there. I'm trying to look across the hallway through like a 1-inch crack in the door to see the thermometer that's in the corner of the room, kitty corner. 46 degrees. So it's not snowing out. It's not raining. I am being a good girl today. I got an email either Thursday night or yesterday morning from one of the thrift shops that I like to go to, Savers, saying, use this coupon. And it was a coupon for 40% off, like Bed, Bath, and Household for Friday and Saturday only. Well, yarn is considered Bed, Bath, and Household. So I would have gotten 40% off all of the yarn that they have on their end caps, which would have been a pretty good deal. But I was like, no, really shouldn't do it. I do have plenty of yarn to work from. My spreadsheet is still in the negative from paying for shows later this year, paying a year's worth of sales tax, and doing an out-of-town show that didn't quite... It was a good show, but it wasn't enough to pay for the mileage and the hotel. But I got to see the grandchildren, so that was the plus. So between negative balance on the spreadsheet, the fact that I really don't need yarn, and the fact that I really should stay home and get stuff done today rather than taking an hour or two out of my time to drive. I think it's like 15 miles out to this thrift store, do the shopping and all that, and come back home, because if I'm driving 15 miles, I'm going to do other shopping too. So that would have taken a few hours out of my day. So I'm just like, okay, they will issue another coupon like this. They send me a coupon just about every month. Some coupons are better than others. So just, I'm passing on it this month. Maybe next month or the month after, I'll take advantage of it. In April, I have one show. In May, I have 2 shows. June, I'm not sure yet. My friend Joanna. Hi, Joanna. Welcome back. Hope you had a great trip. My friend Joanna last year did a street fest, and it's that way, where her son and daughter-in-law live. And that went well for her. And I said, okay, maybe I'll do that one with you next year. And I think that one was in June. July, I have 2 big shows. Now, I'm really hoping they go well. I mean, one of them is Street Fest. Street Fest is right up there, has been my best show ever. It's expensive, but it's from like 9 to 4. They closed on Main Street. If the weather is nice, there is a ton of traffic, like thousands of people. Last year it got rained out. It was still in my top 10 shows, even though it got rained out. Some people did brave the rain and come through and do some shopping. So this other show in July, my friend Joanna did it last year, and she said it was incredible, but it was like Street Fest, only it costs less to get your booth. So I'm just thinking, what if I do really, really well at 2 shows back to back in July? I have the potential to just decimate my inventory, which would be good. But then am I going to be like, oh no, fall shows? Okay. I would have to sell like every single item in my tent at both shows to decimate my inventory. I have, I'll have to look at my sheet. It's like 11 pages of inventory in my spreadsheet. And if there's like 50 items per page, that would be over 500 items. So I don't think I could clear out my inventory completely. I would like to make a good dent in it. I would like to get everything down to the point where it can all go into the closet in neatly labeled boxes. Like right now, I think I have 3 boxes of hats. I don't usually take hats to my craft shows because they haven't been selling. I think I have them, most of them, on Etsy. But, I mean, if I could get that down to 1 bag of hats, I have, okay, never mind. Just looking over here, it's like, there's so much stuff. It'd be nice to get it down to a manageable version. Okay, I am going to go make a Valentine butterfly and dragon fingers and dragon arms and have a drink of water so that I have stopped coughing, but I still feel like I need a drink of water. I'm just going to play with yarn today. It's been a good week. I got a lot done. I only worked half the hours that I usually did. I like that. I could get used to that. On Friday, I went to work for the full day, but the young lady that I'm replacing was at my desk and she was doing the work, and I just parked myself in an empty office with my crocheting and my laptop, and I'm like, I'm here if you have any questions, and if there's anything you need me to do to help. Like, I ended up doing the birthday calendar for this month, and I proofread the bulletin before she printed it, stuff like that. So I just clocked in for like 1 hour of the day. I was there for 5.5, 6 hours, but I only clocked in for 1 hour because I was just working on my own stuff, except when I like took time to do stuff, other work stuff. Like I timed myself. Okay, I'm going to work on this now. Okay, got 45 minutes there. Okay, I'm going to work on this now. Okay, got 45 minutes there. So, yep, I could get used to working less hours. So, okay, I need to go. I need to go play with yarn. So, bye bye.